Hey, it's Faith Talk Live. I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Dan Ratcliffe.
He's a living legend and the president of the Ken Kington fan club. It's Jimmy Wolfe. Jimmy, what's going on?
Nothing much. I'm not. I've resigned as the president of the Ken Kington fan club. That no longer exists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you tell by my hair, I've started my own cult. I'm trying to be a messianic figure here, and you'll hear about it. You'll hear about it someday.
I'm sure we will.
Is that the Jimmy Wolfe cult, or do you have some kind of crazy abstract name for it?
I just want it to be organic. You know, the name will come. We don't know. I figured you guys were wanting to do an interview with me to see how fat I've gotten. I mean, it's been about a year. It's like, how fat can that man be? You need to have a Jimmy cam. You know, like the pandas when they watch the baby pandas. You need to have a Jimmy cam. Oh, he's going for the Funyuns. There he goes. He's getting fatter.
Hey, Funyuns are good. Okay.
Yeah. It's interesting that you should bring that up. I don't know how much you follow celebrity news or whatever, but Will Smith has popped up a few times over the last couple of days, and he's gained about 20 pounds or so. And he showed himself because, you know, he was pretty fit.
Yeah.
For years. And then he said, hey, these are, I guess, COVID pounds. And he's got a dad bod, basically.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who is this?
Will Smith.
Will Smith. Really? Wow. Okay.
Well, I've got a lot of kids, so I have an excuse for having a dad bod. You know, I guess the more kids you have, the fatter you're allowed to become.
Yeah. I mean, it shows how many kids you have. I mean, how big your stomach is.
Exactly. Well, I'm there. Yeah.
Now, if I remember right, you've got them coming and going. Is it your daughter that graduated from high school? Was that last year or going into college? You graduated?
Yeah, my two oldest are at the University of Georgia.
Okay.
And then I have my son who doesn't live with us all the time, but he's here a lot. And then I have that's from a foster care situation. Yeah. No scandal there. I just want to make sure I know this is safe for the family. But then we have a daughter that we adopted, and we have two foster daughters living with us now. So when everyone's here, we have 6.
Wow.
But that's down from a couple of years ago. We had 9 a couple of years ago. So that was
so. Yeah, I thought.
And then you have dogs too. I heard dogs barking in the background, or was
we do have a little dog. It's kind of an excuse for a dog, but
okay.
Yeah,
she's not a real dog.
No, my wife loves our dog, but
okay.
It's not a real dog.
Well, I see. I thought that was Mrs. Wolfe with a cold back there in the background.
Could be.
Just having a little cough there.
Yeah.
Jimmy Wolfe, one of our favorites. From time to time, he speaks at a church near you. We're going to check and see what he's been up to or what he's going to be doing. So you talk about. Did you say your 2 oldest daughters at UGA?
Yeah.
Lord, how in the world that's got to be. Hey, you know, and also I live just down the way. I live in Loganville, which is about 35-40 minutes from Athens. So
yeah,
if you want me to keep an eye out on them with the telescope to see what's going on.
Yeah, you're welcome to do that. I think you have to stay up pretty late to keep an eye on them. Yeah. They're having
are they eating Funyuns as well, or is it that just
no, they're actually in pretty good shape. It's their dad that's wasting away.
No, you look good with the we were talking before we went on the long flowing locks there, and and the very studious glasses. You're looking good.
No, I appreciate it. My wife likes my hair for some reason, but you know, like I told you before we came on, it's the only midlife crisis I can afford. So
save the money on the car and just go for the hair.
Yeah, you can't be spending money on automobiles or sports because you got 2 kids going to college.
Yeah,
I don't know how you guys do that. I mean, my hair would be pulled out; it wouldn't be growing. Dan's done that. I mean, he's had a couple of daughters.
Mine's all gone. See.
Well, they did really well in school, and so they got their schools being paid for everyone who's playing the lottery out there. I know there's Christians listening. Christians don't pay.
Oh yeah, here we go.
But all those that aren't Christians and you play the lottery, I want to thank you for sending my daughters to school.
We appreciate the hope, the scholarship.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
You're quite welcome. I usually play when it's almost $1 billion, and I put
That's
down.
the only time it's worth playing. I mean, if it's just $1 million, who needs $1 million?
Because you just want to give it away. You want to give it to the church, right?
Yeah,
I know how you are.
I put down big bucks. I usually spend about $10, $20 in that.
Wow. Well, that's your tithe right there. So
there you go. Well, what would Jesus do, right?
That's right. He'd play the lottery. Yeah.
He'd know the numbers ahead of time, though. So.
He would.
Obviously, I'm not listening in prayer. I would have those.
There you go.
That's right.
I keep getting 8675309, but I don't think that's a number.
Yeah, that's not really Jesus. That's
that's Jenny. That's not Jesus.
Yeah, that's Jenny.
Jimmy Wolfe, one of our favorite guests, and if you're watching or listening, you know why. Not only his appearance, because he looks like Elvis back in '68. He has the same pizzazz.
Yeah.
Elvis back in '68 and the leathers. Are you doing any speaking? Have you done any speaking? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm actually a couple months ago, I started being the interim pastor at a church in Woodstock Community Church.
Okay.
I was kind of a little disappointed. I thought they said intermittent pastor. So I thought I only had to be a pastor from like 12 to 6 every day. And then the rest of the time.
Pastors only work on Sunday anyway, don't they?
Well,
I mean, come on.
Yeah, I was like, maybe I'll lose some weight doing this thing. But no, it's interim pastor, not intermittent pastor. So I've been doing that for a couple of months, and I preached there a good bit. We have some other people preaching there as well, but I'm enjoying that.
I've heard good things about Woodstock Community Church. There's some good people there.
Well, yeah, it is. It's a great church. In fact, some of your other guests have kind of connected there. Some people from Grace Ministries, Michelle Morris, I think, has been on here, and she's been there. We've done a lot of stuff with Grace Ministries. So very similar philosophy of ministry and kind of emphasis on teaching. So it's been great.
Cool.
Now, when you say interim, they're basically, help me here, because they're basically looking for someone to be the full-time pastor.
Right.
You're just there until. How do you take a church in that middle part? I mean, or do you just doing a lot of teaching and just kind of feeding them until they actually make their decision? How are you doing that?
Yes, I am doing that. And I'm trying to kind of help the elders ask questions and figure out, what the next steps are for the church, and maybe think outside the box about what kind of church it's going to be and how to serve the community. So that's a lot of fun. That's the stuff I enjoy doing. The preaching, I don't really enjoy that as much as I used to. So they're just trying to figure out, based upon their history and who they have there now, kind of what the next chapter for that church looks like. So Ken Kington did that, I think, for a church over in West Cobb for a while. So ultimately, we're all interim pastors, right? So nobody's going to be there forever, but this is kind of an official interim pastor role.
Very cool. And they like the hair too, so you look cool, and people just flock to you, right?
Yeah, I think people come just to see what my hair is going to do, especially when the humidity starts. I have no idea what my hair is going to do every day. So
it's a big afro by the time it's all over.
I have no idea. It's out of control.
Jimmy Wolfe with us, interim pastor there. What'd you say, Woodstock Baptist?
Woodstock Community Church. Yeah.
Community Church. With the growth of Woodstock, I'm still in awe of the growth of that side of the city. Some great churches over there. What are you seeing as far as growth, not just in your church, but around? Are people starting to make their way back to church? They're excited. Been locked up for so long.
Yeah, I think that, yes, people are definitely getting out, and people have been out in Woodstock for a while now. But the churches, like last Sunday, I think we had the most that we've had since COVID started. And we had a potluck lunch after church, which we do once a month. So it's really a good family church where people know each other, have been doing life together for a long time. So if you're looking for that, it's a great church. But right now I'm teaching through a little known Old Testament book called Plagiariah. If whatever Andy Stanley spoke on last Sunday, I'll be preaching it this Sunday. So
wow,
it cuts down on preparation. It gives me a lot more time to just sit around and eat Funyuns. So
first Plagiariah, verse chapter 23.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm a prop preacher. I don't have content, so I got to have props.
Okay.
Yes, I always have some object that I bring up, and I call myself the Carrot Top of. Preaching. I used to be the Gallagher of preaching, but we had a communion incident. It just wasn't.
That's fun.
You're smashing the communion cups and everywhere.
It's not like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, there's nothing wrong with taking somebody else's message. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Absolutely. If he's going, why should I waste all his effort? I can.
Oh, Jimmy, going to be at the comedy club near you very soon.
Yeah. I'm trying to get to where I can just record, play the audio, and I'll learn how to lip sync. So
you can dance while you're doing
everybody be like, "Wow, Andy Stanley's really put on some weight." Is that
one of the many reasons why we love having you on the show? You crack us up.
I appreciate that. I love being on here.
Yeah, we love you and your family. We appreciate your family and glad everybody's healthy and well. Real quick, how can people follow you? I know we want them to see your messages. Can they do that online as well? Or are you guys doing that?
There's a Facebook page where we stream them on Sunday mornings on Facebook Live. And it's woodstockcommunitychurch.org. You can also check it out there, or you can visit us on a Sunday. It's a small little church, but so everyone will know you're there. You can't hide, but we'll definitely welcome you and love you, and we'll be happy for anybody that comes. So we're, in the summer, we're doing a series called the Psalms of Summer. The summer with a P there, Psalms with a P and summer with a P. I thought that was clever.
Yeah.
I didn't pray about it. I just thought it was funny. So I thought, I only have to pray. If it's funny, God must want it to happen. So.
and he got that from Louis Giglio. So it's all good.
Sure. Yeah. Louis. Yeah. Who? Yeah.
Jimmy Wolfe, check him out at woodstockcommunity.org. We got to take a break, Jimmy. We love you to pieces.
Love you too, guys.
I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Dan Ratcliffe.
This is Faith Talk Live.